Asuma-sensei imparted a lot of knowledge to me. The same for you, right? So I think it's time for us to step up.
How so?
To stop being students and become teachers.
Oh, they're the next senseis.
It's gonna be a drag, but we can't keep complaining.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Naruto reaction.
Before we begin, as always, thank you to the patrons on Patreon. If you want to join us on Patreon, the link is in the description. Go check it out for early access to our footage and exclusive content like filler episodes of movies that are only on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Also subscribe to a ton of other channels that we have, which are all within the link in the description. Last but not least, check out our merchandise, which is also within the link in the description. Like this video, comment down below, and with all that being said, let's get started with this reaction. The screaming pain,
The new intro.
loud in my brain. So the intro is not that new. It's been around for a couple of episodes, but I didn't want to show it to you just yet.
Everyone is in this. Whoa.
Damn, this had some major spoilers in it.
Yeah, this is so intense.
I'm glad I didn't show it to you.
This has shown like everything that happened with Sasuke. Is that the Nine-Tail?
It's showing the fight with Jiraiya, man. This freaking intro started as those episodes were taking place. These intros are dangerous, man. What do you think of the song, though?
I think it has a nice melody.
Naruto's tears.
Tears. This was a crazy moment with
You
Sasuke.
hear me, so am I.
I really liked it.
I'm sorry. You always seem to get such unfortunate assignments.
What's with the sudden confession?
Look, I'm merely saying, you were supposed to become Hokage.
Mm.
After all, the third Hokage always wanted you to succeed him.
I forgot about this conversation about the Hokage.
I'm not cut out for that sort of thing. I like being free and
You
unfettered.
regretted not being able to stop Orochimaru. That's why you tracked his movements by yourself for so long, isn't it?
Well, guess I no longer need to do that, do I?
Tsunade girl.
Are you
She's definitely grieving as well.
all right, milady? I'm fine now.
I think she's realizing she loved him.
You've received some very sad news. No one can blame you for being distraught. But that said, you have a vital duty to perform. You must protect the village. It's essential that you stay strong.
I know.
It's so hard that they always have to move on after horrible things.
He's given us other leads as well. A hidden rain ninja that Jiraiya boy managed to capture is inside the belly of that frog.
Oh.
He left that guy in there.
One last thing remains. Inside
The
this
key?
toad is one of the bodies of pain that Jiraiya boy managed to kill. One of the 6.
That is so important.
His body?
Man, Jiraiya did a lot.
His sacrifice was not in vain.
In his death, he ultimately ended up fulfilling the prophecy that he sought after so much.
I think that's true as well. Oh, is this one of his books?
Just taking in the sights. I'm getting inspiration for my next novel.
Naruto thinks it's so funny now. They had a lot of beautiful adventures together.
I felt like this before in my life. It's such a weird feeling. It's like hard to accept that it actually happened, but at the same time it hurts so much because you know it's the truth.
If we study this body, I believe we may find clues on how to defeat pain.
It seems very
His
dangerous
corpse is full of information.
to have this corpse.
We'll need skilled medical ninja, and then we'll launch a full autopsy on him immediately. Shizune, I'll take care of it.
That's crazy that they brought the body back.
I will return home now, but let me know what you find. Since Jiraiya boy's student is here, you can send him to contact me at Mount Myoboku.
Wow.
Thank you very much. I promise you, we will find a way somehow to defeat pain.
I hope Naruto goes and trains there in Mount Miyaboku. He just needs some time to himself.
Now listen, Naruto. I only have 3 years to get you strong enough to stand on your own. We'll spend that time training, but it won't be easy, so be prepared to work hard.
I'm ready, trust me.
This episode just goes to show that we should never take anything for granted in life.
This has got to be the lamest training ever!
There's no such thing as lame training, and you'd know that if you weren't such a complete fool!
He's realizing that all of these times he was complaining about what they were doing were actually so special to him in hindsight.
Also, it's so hard to imagine that his days with Jiraiya were numbered.
I almost had you that time.
It'd take you 100 years before you could beat me.
No way. I can't wait 100 years. Just watch. Next time.
They did train really hard. His clothes were ripping.
Wow, we never saw this before. The new set of clothes that he got.
Nice.
Because he got older.
Man, this is a cool outfit.
Well now, they do say the clothes make the man.
He outgrew the last one.
Yo, Naruto!
Iruka.
Oh.
I hear you've been real active on missions lately.
You forgot about him, didn't you?
No, he just looked a little different in that panel.
Hey, you and I should go somewhere and catch up. How about we hit up Ichiraku for some ramen?
Oh, he does need a cheering up.
Maybe later.
The first time he denied getting ramen at Ichiraku.
Iruka's not gonna take no for an answer. He knows something's wrong.
Naruto's like a lost puppy. He doesn't even know what to do with his life.
It's really hard to see him this sad.
What? You want me to do this now?
That's right.
But the guys in the Cypher division don't work this late.
Then summon them and tell them it's on my orders. I'm putting you in charge. Get that message decoded.
Look, I know this is an important encryption, but can't you ask someone who isn't on a mission right now?
Shikamaru's probably gonna figure it out himself. He's so smart.
Lady Tsunade has been very busy all day.
They haven't told anyone else in the village. She's gonna break down.
You know, you've been more beautiful than before.
And you haven't changed a
Look
bit.
at his eyes!
Betray that dream and you make all their sacrifices meaningless. If I thought you could, I would stop you right here and now.
Oh.
Oh man, seeing Tsunade like this.
How about making a bet with me? You gamble everything on me dying. After all, Tsunade, you always lose your bets, isn't that right?
The one time she won.
Promise me, if I do actually manage to make it back alive. I'm only kidding, Tsunade. You know, I'm really quite grateful to you.
Oh man, this is so sad.
They've been so close for all these years.
Well, hello there. I'm Jiraiya. You can send love letters later. Nice to meet you.
Oh.
You stupid fool.
Does she regret sending him?
I love the silence and how the clock is ticking and like everything is stagnant. It feels like the world stopped.
Naruto hasn't even touched his food, which is so unlike him. He doesn't know how to make this pain inside of him go away.
I love that he went outside. That's something I would do if I was in a lot of pain. It's impossible to be alone during this time. Like, you need people around you.
I'm surprised that his friends didn't knock on his door.
I'm holding it back.
Who thought a popsicle would make me want to cry so much?
I'm like this closer, this close from
Naruto,
Rasenganing my tears.
Sensei came.
I heard what happened to Master Jiraiya.
All I ever wanted was to have him keep watching over me. I wanted him to see me become Hokage, but I only showed him the worst, most uncool side of me.
That's what's going through his head.
Listen to me. All Jiraiya ever had was praise for you. He kept saying that you were like his own grandchild. It's true. He had faith that you
He
were
really
the one
was.
who'd inherit his will, and he truly believed that you would become a wonderful Hokage one day. He's still watching, even at this very minute. No matter where he is, I know that he wouldn't be happy to see you this upset and sad. Naruto, just go back to being the you he praised so highly, for you are a distinguished student of one of the legendary Sanin.
That's so sweet.
Acknowledged by the great Jiraiya himself.
Iruka is such an incredible person to have in his life.
His first sensei.
He's always there when he needs him. Even if he isn't the strongest or the most knowledgeable, he knows what to do to be Naruto's friend.
Which is so crazy because Iruka could have completely gone down a different path since it was the nine-tailed fox that killed his parents. And he could have treated Naruto like everybody else, but he chose not to.
Yes, that is beautiful.
This is definitely not a code from the Hidden Leaf, but considering that Jiraiya wrote this in his final moments, I wouldn't think he could come up with a code that's too terribly complex. It's a string of numbers, so it has to be a shared key encryption.
I see, but can you decode it?
Maybe someone close to him could.
Frankly, without the key, it's impossible to decipher the code.
Who the heck is this?
I don't know.
Basically, without knowing the rules that govern this code, we simply can't decrypt it. Unless we can find something from Jiraiya's life that could be the key, I doubt we'll ever crack the code.
So then, where do you suggest we start looking?
His books.
Perhaps someone that was close to him would recognize it. Perhaps they would know the key.
Consider who he could have meant the message for.
And there's a key
Go and
somewhere.
ask them. Perhaps then you'll find some clues.
You think it's a physical key?
That would be Lady Tsunade.
I think it's Tsunade who can figure it out.
Physical as in like it's in a book, or do you think it's a person?
That's a great question. It's either in a book or he stored it within one of his frogs.
If I find out anything, I'll come right back.
Sure, but I'll be home in bed, so just come by the house, okay? What about you, Shiho?
Oh, well, somebody's gotta stay behind, right?
She totally has a crush on Shikamaru.
She has a hots for him.
Did any of these numbers ever come up in a conversation with Jiraiya that you can recall?
This one, 106.
Oh, maybe different people know different parts of it.
Master Jiraiya? It's easily 106. What is?
What does he mean by that?
106 centimeters.
That's hilarious.
The only thing he remembers is that.
No, that's not it. Why don't you try Lady Tsunade or Naruto next?
That was good comedic
I already
relief.
asked Lady Tsunade about it.
I love the guy talk.
Well, I guess that leaves Naruto.
Aside from the code, I'm also worried about him. Do what you can to cheer him up.
I will, but don't get your hopes up too high.
Well, he knows what it's like to lose his sensei, so maybe he can be helpful. Oh.
Hey, Shikamaru, what's up? What do you want?
Do these numbers mean anything to you?
He's not really in the headspace for this.
Naruto, you still with me or what?
He's like a zombie.
Naruto!
Oh, right. Sorry.
Alright, you're coming with me. Let's go.
They need to go on a walk too.
Where?
Just come on. There she is.
Oh.
It's Kurenai.
Oh, she's gonna talk to Naruto too?
Kunai-sensei, were you hospitalized for eating too much barbecue? My stomach's bigger than Choki!
Oh.
She's pregnant.
Shikamaru, you don't have to come every time.
Sorry, no can do.
He's so sweet.
Asuma made me promise him.
This episode is getting me so emotional.
What did Asuma-sensei ask you to do?
Their child will be my student.
Huh?
He entrusted me with that.
Wow.
The legacy lives
I heard
on.
about Master Jiraiya. Having lost my teacher just like you, I understand exactly what you're going through right now. But whining and sulking won't make things better. Face it, both of us are way past that point in our lives.
You just have to move on.
Asuma-sensei imparted a lot of knowledge to me. The same for you, right? An infinite number of priceless things. So I think it's time for us to step up.
How so?
To stop being students and become teachers.
Oh, they're the next senseis.
It's gonna be a drag, but we can't keep complaining.
Damn.
Shikamaru is so mature.
Eventually, you'll be the one paying for the ramen, and someone will be calling you Naruto-sensei.
Very soon.
After all, we can't stay brats forever. Not if we want to become cool shinobi. Like the type of shinobi that Asuma and Jiraiya both were.
This was such an eye-opening episode for Naruto.
I'm so glad Shikamaru was the one to have this conversation with him.
Iruka and Shikamaru did God's work in this episode.
Shikamaru, thank you.
They opened the clouds in his
pull
mind.
yourself together, because you've got some work to do.
All right.
This was such a necessary episode. We needed to see Naruto go through the struggle that he was going through, and the way they did it was absolutely beautiful. I have nothing else to say about it.
I'm just really happy that there was so much hope instilled in us at the very end. It was definitely hard to see Naruto sulking and so upset, but like you said, the relationships that he's built over all of these years really helped him and pulled him out of that depression.
Going off of that, I love the comedic relief in this episode that happens between Naruto and Kurenai, and also the comedic relief that happens between Jiraiya and Kakashi. I thought those were excellent touches in an episode that is very upsetting to begin with. And that being said, I could literally see the tears in the side of Madison's eyes. She was really going through it, and I was so close to breaking down in this reaction, and I held myself because I don't want to cry unless it's absolutely necessary. But anyway, all that being said, we'll see you guys on the next exciting episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not go anywhere. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.
Bye!